go down to the creek today, but we are gonna show some animals, and we finally made a bigger spot for the pigs, which we made it a little bit sooner or earlier, but I just haven't been down there to actually, not with the camera, to actually video it.
The pond's
But
getting deep.
yeah, the pond's beautiful. But also we got the peacocks in a pen, and I'm going to show that. And one more thing is, I had something really bad happen and very costly a couple days ago, Friday. So I wanted to share that with y'all. But to start it off, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you beautiful mothers out there. It doesn't matter if you have animals as kids or humans as kids, or some people will take care of their nieces and nephews, and you are their mother figure. Anything, any kind of mother figure, Happy Mother's Day to you guys. So let's go ahead and we'll just kind of park it right over here, so we're kind of in between, and we'll start the video off. I think we'll start with the peacocks first. So we'll meet y'all over there. All right, so we're coming over here, but look at all the
Goats.
The goats are all out here, and the kids just finished feeding. We just got home from church, and I told the kids, I was like, Addison and Kayson had the chickens. They were supposed to feed the chickens. Braylee, I put on dog duty, and then Leighton's on water duty. But also Leighton, when he's done with the watering, he's going to be helping Braylee with the dog food, because obviously, I mean, Braylee can scoop it up and stuff, but once that bucket gets full, it's a little bit heavy, so he's helping her.
And it's a little thin leg.
But I was going to go around checking on everybody, and then we're going to spend Mother's Day just kind of playing outside. There's all the goats leaving now. They're like, Dad's down there. I think Dad went to gather eggs before he has to actually go into work. But yeah, we're gonna spend the day outside playing some ball, because now that we have more farm chores and everything going on, there's not a whole lot of time to actually do a lot of ball practice at the house. In a minute, will you go help Dad? He needs someone to get those eggs out.
What eggs?
The ones that's, I think, up inside that dog house. Yeah.
If you don't get them before me.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's go check on that peacock pen.
And it's supposed to be very, 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 like in the 90s and 80s. So it's supposed to be storms, because cold and hot mix tornadoes and storms up.
Yeah, so that's what we're supposed to get, some really bad storms this coming up weekend, like in another week, because obviously this is Sunday, so I think it's like Friday we're supposed to get some. It's showing already severe risk, so we'll see.
And then Wednesday's going to be 93, so very, very hot.
Yep. So here's the peacock pen, and it's not as pretty as it once was, but it does hold all the peacocks in here. Let's go in here. And a little bit messy. Leighton he's watering everything. But they are laying eggs. They are still, I think we get, I don't know, Brandon picks all the eggs, but I think I've heard him say they get 1 egg a day, but it just kind of depends. If it's super, super hot, they don't lay. So I'm super happy that they actually are in here, and they're all safe. Yeah, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. And our male back here is actually fanning out inside here now. So it's like he got used to doing it on the outside, that he still does it. Got it? But yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to actually see him fanning out still, because he's so pretty. The other one does it as well, but he's not nearly as pretty or as long, as old as the other one.
And it's
But-
very hot, but the wind feels good. So it's
Yeah,
not hot.
there's a
and not
breeze that
cold.
makes it feel a little bit better, but it is humid. It is very humid outside. So y'all know Dixie's been getting out. Well, we've put her back over here where she's supposed to go a few times, and she keeps getting out.
Oh, they
so
got
we
flies.
ended up putting all 3 of them. Yeah, we got to get some more fly spray. Ow, Carly, that hurt. Oh, feed time. You'll have to make 3 piles with Dixie being in here.
Oh,
Toby got in the way.
Yeah, I know.
he's like, don't be
We need to
taking
get
my
another
food.
bowl over here. We actually haven't made a bowl yet or anymore.
Toby,
There you go. Did I leave the side by side on?
No, that was you.
That's what I was saying. Did I leave it on?
You probably did.
I didn't realize I did that. I thought I turned it off.
You missed.
Yeah, I see that. I see you, miss.
Toby, easy. Easy, Toby.
Alright, I'll finish. Oh, I gotta go turn the water on.
That chicken's not going to get your food.
Cowboy
Hey.
won't.
Y'all got your own food. Get over there. Look, these 2 girls are right here together. These are the 2 mamas that
She drinks out.
yeah, their baby drinks from both of them. So with them being together, I've seen them together a few times. I'm pretty sure they got to be siblings or something.
See, I feel like she wouldn't have her, and then she will have her.
Yeah. What in the world?
Is your chicken stuck?
How in the world did you get in there? Huh? How in the world did you get in there?
Look at the back.
Yeah. Her back's like that because that's what happens when there's a lot of roosters. How are we going to get you out of there?
That better be Leighton coming up. Oh,
Let me get Leighton. I think he's going to turn around over here.
yep, you're right.
Yeah. Go flag him down and tell him to come here, please. I may need his help. I think the only way to get in here is actually, because this is all, to actually get them through here. We got a chicken that's,
Stuck.
I guess, got herself in here and can't get herself out.
That's a turtle trap.
I know. Oh, that's a turtle trap? I thought that was a fish trap or whatever. But can you get her out? I think the only way to get her is put your arms through there, right?
I don't even know how she got in there in the first place.
I don't know how she got in there either.
Easy. That might be a hen.
Yeah, that's a hen. Will you hold this up for him? You ain't gonna be able to get nothing like that. Just hold it up, sis.
Stay right there.
Watch
Don't
them
grip-
feet.
She's grabbing a hold of
I know.
She's like, I don't want to get out here though.
You're probably gonna have to get the head first. Maybe not. There you go. You got 1 foot through. It's just this one. There you go. Watch her head. There, she ducked. She ducked. Good girl.
She's like, feed
Good
him now.
girl. Cowboy, you leave her alone. She needs a break. She needs a break. All right, so I knew Leighton would be able to figure out how to get that chicken out, and I could have done it. But it's better if he does it. So here's the chicken pen. It's still in the same exact spot. We just added on to it. We added extra room.
And they don't have that mud bath anymore.
Nope. So Leighton, he's finishing up watering and everything. But
What's up?
yeah, y'all stink. Y'all stink big time. So we have this feeder, then, well, that bowl is usually over here that we have. And it's all been rutted up, and that's mainly because it's been raining, and finally we've had a few days of no rain, so some of it you can tell over here by the feed is dry. Well, I'm very thankful for that because I don't like the mud.
And I don't like the smell of them.
Yeah, they're stinky. The pigs are very, very stinky. But they have extra room now, and they have some places over here to hide under or whatever they do. Y'all are stinky.
She's staring you in
Y'all
the
are
eye.
stinky. Yeah, y'all get some more feed this evening.
She's staring you in the eye.
I know they act like pigs. Just want to eat.
No, this one was
24/7.
staring at you.
I know. She loves me. Yeah, this is a good
Oh.
girl. Better watch that pig. But it stinks, doesn't it?
It's bad.
It's bad. But anyways, that's this. And then now we're gonna go back to the back and just see if we can get closer to the donkey. We won't go inside there still right now until I build up a little bit more courage. But we are gonna go back there and just check on them and make sure they got water, because that's what we do. Is Leighton's watering, but I always got to make sure, double check. And but on our way back there, I'm gonna show y'all this thing that happened to me Friday, and it wasn't very fun at all. It's the most scared I've been maybe ever. Yeah, I would say this is the most scared I've ever been. I would definitely say that. So anyways, I'm gonna show that, and then we'll meet you back in the back. Oh my God, guys. I'm, I guess, stranded until Brandon gets here on the side of I-35, Interstate 35. I just had a blowout. I'll show y'all this. So it's a pretty bad one. Look at it. Or I think it's pretty bad. Look at all that. Just gonna rip that up a little bit. So I'm on the way to Oklahoma City because Addison actually has a field trip in the city. The bus may end up passing us in just a minute. I wasn't for sure if I was behind them or in front of them, because I dropped the kids off at school and then I took Brandon some breakfast. So I was trying to meet them. My heart's racing. I can't even think about it. I immediately called Brandon though, and he's coming out here. Luckily, we're only probably at least 30 minutes from the house. I'm not even close to the city yet, so it's going to be a little bit, but I don't know. I've never had a blowout on the interstate before. I've never had a blowout ever. That the wheel just kept turning like this, and I had two semis behind me, one on the fast lane, one on the slow lane, and I just knew something was going to go crazy. I just knew I was going to flip. But anyways, I'm going to wait for Brandon. I'm going to get back in the car, wait for him, and hopefully I can still make it to Addison's field trip. Alright, so I just got off the phone with Brandon. I'm still just sitting here on the road. I was able to, I've kind of mellowed out a little bit more and I don't know, I was very jittery at first. I couldn't talk, I couldn't do nothing. Just a second, Brandon's calling. So that was Brandon. Like I said, he was calling and he was on his way, but it looks like a wrecker's gonna be coming out to get me instead, and they're gonna drop me off at, I think, Walmart. I think Brandon told him to drop me off at Walmart. It's a friend of Brandon's, and they're gonna drop me off at Walmart, and I guess I'm gonna just hang around Walmart while they give me a new tire. I know I had all 4 new tires. I got them all replaced. but it may have been a couple of years ago. I know we was living on the property. I don't know, but anyway, so now I'm just waiting on the wrecker. Luckily, he's coming from the town. Like their wrecker company is up here in Pauls Valley, and I blew the tire out about maybe 5 miles from there, so it shouldn't take very long. But I'm so disappointed in myself, just because Addison was looking forward to me coming up here with her, and I know I do a lot of field trips with them, so I mean, it's just one field trip and you can't really do much about it, but I do love seeing their faces and stuff like that. I did message the teacher and tell her the reason I'm not coming up there, and to let Addison know and explain it to her so that she doesn't think I just didn't come, even though I told her this morning I was coming. I don't even know if Addison actually, oh look, there's a school bus there. It's not my school bus, that's a different school bus. But I seen our school bus pass just a little bit ago, probably 20 minutes ago. And I don't know if she would have realized that it was me or not, just because there's a lot of traverses that look like mine. But anyways, I'm gonna sit here, wait on the wrecker, and hopefully get a new tire put on. And then I'm just gonna stay around town, because by the time we get all that done, it's gonna be, and by the time I make it all the way up to the city, it's gonna be like halfway done and be time to come back home probably. So just hope no one smashes into me while I'm sitting here. I'm pretty far off the road. Like, I think I had 3 tires in the grass, and my back right tire, it might be a little bit on the road. Even Brandon doesn't know exactly how I managed to get off the road. He's like, I told him, I said, I'm pretty good driving, but it was swaying, like it kept going back and forth, so I just, was holding it at 10 and 2 and was kind of slowly drifting it to the side, which I seen the cars behind me, the semis behind me, but they were a little bit, like, they weren't too close, but they wasn't too far. So I put my blinker on and got over to the grass, and I'm glad I did. But before that tow truck gets here, I'm gonna go and look at this tire one more time after these cars pass. Maybe. That's pretty busy interstate. Bunch of semis. We'll go after this one. So, okay, I'm a little bit on the road here, but that tire back there. But this tire is bad. The tire's all the way ripped back around this way. And they're actually, there's a good, like, that's not even a bad tire. I'm feeling in here, and there's a big groove in there. It just happened to get something. I mean, it completely split the tire. I'm gonna have to get me a new tire, and maybe, I don't know, we may end up getting all 4 new tires again, but we may just get 1 here and then go to our normal tire place and get the other 3. I don't know. I'm just glad the rim and stuff isn't messed up. It's a bad day. Bad day. I guess it's a good spot to have a blowout, because Love's is literally right here. Now I would have to face through all this mud in my good shoes, but I think I could do that. But I'm so disappointed still. I'm still waiting on the tow truck to get here, but that tire is completely done. And one thing I didn't mention is I can change tires, but I never got a spare back inside my car. There used to be a spare tire underneath, and something happened. I had a flat and I used a spare, and then I don't know how we didn't get the spare back inside of here, but we didn't, and now I wish we would have, so we'll be getting a spare back underneath my car. But now I don't see it, so it must not have been my tow truck. But anyway, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait some more. They may have had to go all the way around, because if they get off on this bridge, it takes them right over to here, and then they'd have to back up all the way to here, which I have seen tow truck drivers do, but he may have got off over there and then was like, no, I better go to the next one, so he went to the next one to come back here. But I'll just be waiting. So I just got off the phone with the tow truck driver. I think his name was Rick. That was the tow truck that I seen. I guess he went up on this ramp and went over here at Love's because he was told that I was at Love's. So he just assumed that I was actually at Love's when I'm right in front of Love's on the interstate. I guess maybe that's where he didn't. It got turned around. But anyways, he called me. I told him exactly that I am on 35 in front of Love's north of the bridge. So hopefully good enough information. There he is right there. You can see him right up there. So it does look like he got off up here, and then he's just gonna back it up until he gets his, oh man, that van was really close on his side of the road. I didn't like that at all. Well, we're gonna get over here. I'll kind of zoom the camera back out. So we'll probably throw the car. I hope y'all can hear me with all this traffic. We'll throw the car on the tow truck up here, and I guess I'll just be hitching a ride with a tow truck man. I still don't know if I'm going to get one tire or 4 tires. I'm very, very thankful that we actually, it blew out in the back, because if it was to blow out in the front, that may have been a lot different scenario. Anyways, looks like he's going to be backing up here, and yeah, I'll catch a ride with him. I'm gonna hop in the truck and we're gonna see this car rode up here. I'm gonna hop in here and we'll see you at Walmart. So I'm at lovely Walmart and they don't have a tire my size. So I told the tow truck driver, Rick, I told him, you don't have to wait. It's Walmart. They got everything, you know. Well, they didn't have my tire. So about 5 minutes, they didn't take long, but about 5 minutes after he left, we found out that there's no tire. So I called Bray. I'm like, there's no tire. What do you want me to do? You need to come get me or what? And he's like, call him back, see if they're still close. And so I called him back, and luckily he had no problem coming back and picking us up. He was actually getting gas right down the street. But yeah, so this tow truck company is super awesome. I'm so glad that they're able to help me out, and they're very kind and courteous. So I'm very happy with them. I'm gonna have to figure out their name though, because it was a black tow truck, but I didn't see any writing on it. So I'm gonna ask them what the actual company name is. But shout out to them because they're helping me get on with my day. I'm getting my car back on the tow truck, but I'm looking, and Falls Valley Walmart has a lot of turtles too. Look at that little family of them right there. A bunch of them actually just jumped in the water, so that shows you how many. And then we got a little geese over here. Let's see if I can get it close up. It's pretty. I don't know if this is like, it's like a perfect little oval. Just a little pond in their backyard, I guess, because Walmart's right here. It's pretty cool. But we're loading back up, and he's actually gonna take us back into Murray County. He's got a tow he's gotta pick up over there. So I'm like, well, we should have did that in the first place. So I figured out their name is Chickasaw Towing out of Falls Valley, Oklahoma, and they are awesome. Rick has been awesome, just so great. So yeah, I'm shouting them out big time. I don't know if y'all can see, but it tore up my plastic back here. That's where the tire goes. Alright guys, so I'm back in the car. I'm about to get my seatbelt on, about to get back on the road. But we are finally 2 new tires, because one was getting ready to look like the other, they said. I actually looked at it. You could see the line underneath, and it was just going bald. The 2 front tires look really good, but I'm wondering, I think I got all 4 new tires. I don't think it was just the 2. But anyways, now back to the farm. I missed the field trip, which I really regret. I mean, there's nothing I can do, but now we'll just get back to the farm, and now I have a day of farm chores to do. So.
Oh, that's Mama.
Hey girls. How are y'all doing? So y'all seen, we made it back here to the back now, but y'all seen where I had that blowout, and it was the most scared I've ever been, like I said earlier. And it was so scary because I was shaking so bad, but I knew I had to get off the road or there would be a wreck or something worse than that. It just could have been really, really bad. So I thank God every day I go driving. I'm like, thank you for protecting me.
And she was on the way to my field trip.
Yeah, I was on the way to the field trip, but I had to miss that. But I mean, you look like you had fun.
Yep.
I got some pictures from Avery's sisters, and yeah, you had a lot of fun.
And it was a Dodgers game, and they won 7-6.
Yeah, they went to a Dodgers game last week also, and had a lot of fun. The donkeys, of course, are moving away from me now, but I was gonna come back here and show them. And hey girls, got one rolling around.
Ain't that Buddy?
Oh, I think so.
So
Is it a buddy or a fancy? This one might be, where'd it go? I think this one's fancy. So yeah, that must be Buddy laying down, rolling like that. Yep, it is. They're having a ball though. But we'll let them have a ball out there. And like I said earlier, it's Mother's Day, so I wanted to just kind of check on all the animals real quick. We got the feeding done, we got the watering done. Thankful for my kids to help out. And the rest of the day, we get to
play ball.
Yeah, they want to play ball, and I told them that yeah, I would love to have time to play ball, and we made time today to actually do that. Now, yesterday I was actually going to, because you know we feed and water every day. We have to do our daily chores, and with me videoing every other day, I was going to video yesterday, so I had nothing to do today except hurry up and feed and water, and then we can get the ball going. Well, yesterday I woke up to my stepdad, helicopter, my stepdad had some problems and he was in the ER. So I drove down there, probably about 2.5 hour drive, and sat with him in the hospital. He was at one hospital because he actually was getting some blood work done because he's going to be getting a colonoscopy this week, and I guess he was having real bad shortness of breath, and he had some extra bleeding going on, and so they had to transfer him to a different hospital. So once I got there, I guess he was there probably 20-30 minutes at the new hospital, and they said they were waiting on a bed, but they wanted to go ahead and get a CAT scan done and do some more lab work. Even though they already did the lab work at the first hospital, they wanted to get some more done, just so they have some through their hospital, I guess, something like that. But anyways, about an hour or two goes by, and we finally get into a room, and I think I got there at I think it was like 9 or 10. I don't know exactly what time I got there, but I didn't end up leaving till that night, yesterday night. And that's only because I wanted to make sure, I wanted to see what the CAT scan said. And he had a whole bunch of different things going on, but the colonoscopy is actually going to tell us more than what the CAT scan did. So y'all just keep him in your prayers, please. I've been doing that, and I needed to stay, but I know I also have obligations here on the farm and with my kids and everything. So I'm grateful for my sister. She was able to go up there and stay the night with them and sit and everything.
She came home about like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, they came home about 11 o'clock today, and maybe she'll get some rest today because she didn't get much. I know hospitals, you don't get much rest. But anyways, we're gonna get inside and make sure everything's done before we have our free day. So I hope you guys enjoyed your beautiful Mother's Day. Give us a thumbs up, turn the notification bell on, and subscribe. God bless.